Hi everybody, welcome back to the Jaywalker. I'm Jay. Let's take a walk through the Salt Lake City Cemetery a little bit, shall we? So we're going to visit one particular grave this morning, and it's coming up right here behind me. You can kind of see the larger stone and the smaller stone there that just kind of went out of frame. And we're going to be visiting the small stone there. I want to draw your attention to the larger stone first so we can get a little history on the man whose headstone we're going to be talking about today. So we come up here on this stone. Let's see, let's bring it in here. So, in memory of those inmates who died at the Utah State Prison. This little section here is the prisoner section, or at least it was at one time for the Utah State Prisons, located out in Draper, Utah, which is probably about 20 miles or so down I-15 from where we're currently at. So the gentleman whose grave we're going to be visiting today is also, or had been, a prisoner at the Utah State Prison up until his death. And we're just going to come right over here. It's a small stone located just next to it. The inmate, his name was Hiram BeBee. And Hiram was a bit of a scoundrel. Hiram, he was convicted in 1945 of shooting and killing the marshal sheriff down in a town in central Utah. And so that was why he ended up at the state prison, and he ended up dying at the prison in 1955. Prior to his death, he proclaimed that he was the Sundance Kid. I do mean the Sundance Kid, who was affiliated with Butch Cassidy, who, was another famous outlaw with ties, strangely, here to Utah. Now, it's been fairly well proven that Mr. BeBee was not the Sundance Kid, or most likely not the Sundance Kid, for a few reasons. The biggest being the fact that Sundance was somewhere in the range of about 6 foot to 6'2", and Mr. BeBee was 5'3" on a good day. Second reason being he looked more like Jimmy Durante than he did Sundance that we saw in the famous photographs from back in the 1880s, 1890s. His children also kind of denied that he was Sundance. So most likely Mr. BeBee was not the Sundance Kid, but kind of an interesting story nonetheless. Thanks for walking with me today. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, and we'll see you again on another video real soon.